everyone, it's Dominic, the Primetime Treasure Hunter here. In this video, I'm going to go over a mistake to avoid and a shipping tip to implement that's going to significantly decrease the chance that your item is going to break during transit. And I have a sample item right here that I'm going to use to take you through this example. And this happens to be a plastic Pokemon storage case. Now, it's not too heavy, weighs a couple of pounds, but it's at risk of breaking, particularly because of this handle that juts out right here to carry the case around with. Now, it would be of less of a risk of breaking if it was perfectly rectangular all the way around. But whenever you have these little parts that are jutting out like this, and it could be on this or it could be on some other type of piece, you need to make sure you avoid the following mistake. So what a lot of people are going to do is they're going to find a box that perfectly fits this. Now, of course, you want to put some bubble wrap around it to protect it like this, but here's the box right here. Okay, you're going to look around your boxes. You're going to stick this inside of here. Okay, I'm going to push it down. And what you should do to test this out here, let me maybe put it around this way so you can see it a little bit better, is you can see here it is fitting in here, what I would say actually too perfectly, because when you press down like this, listen to this. That's the plastic right there. That's the plastic. I feel like I'm playing peekaboo with you or something. Peekaboo. Anyway, so you just press it down like this, and you could feel here that, imagine what the post office is going to do with this. Okay, this is going to, with enough pressure pushed down on this, this is going to break. So even though this box does perfectly fit it, it's a poor selection of box because of that little test right there. When you hear that noise right there, that's a problem. So we're going to take this out and we need to find a bigger box. So look around and we're going to see what we find. So now we're going to get to the second mistake, which the person is going to find a bigger box, which here's a bigger one. Now let me just show you side by side here. Maybe see if we could do this right. So you could see. Okay, so this one would even fit within that one here. So this one is bigger, but the problem is that it's bigger in terms of length that way, but it's not bigger in terms of width. So that when I put this inside of here like this, and now I do the same test, so I bring it up like this, I'm gonna have the same kind of problem. Watch this. You hear that? You can even see the plastic kind of bending down from that handle right there. So we're gonna take this out, and a lot of people are still gonna put it in there even if they did that test, because they're going to say, well, you know what, I want to make sure that I keep the dimensions smaller because it's going to, it might affect the price and that type of stuff. But what's the point in putting it in a box like that, even if it's going to save you a little bit on the price in terms of shipping, if it's going to break as the end result? So you need to make sure that you have a box that's going to be big enough to provide some additional margin space around it so that you could put some additional cushioning in there. So show you what I mean. This box is going to be better. It is a little bit wider, this one up top. So that's good. That's going to help us out, because watch what happens when I put it in here now. Okay, I'm going to bring this up so you can see it better. Take a peek inside. Now we have space around it up top, and I could center this right in the middle, okay, just like that. So I could go all the way around and put cushioning in there. And so what I would do in this type of situation is I would do something like get these thicker bubble pieces like this, and I would just kind of fold them over on itself like that. And then for right up top here, what I would do is I would just kind of stick this right here. So I'm just pushing it down here, and I'll show you. Okay. So now I've got that right there on the top, and then I'm going to take another piece right here, and I'm just going to, again, just kind of roll it over on itself and I'm gonna wedge it in on the bottom space. So I'll lift it up so you can see it better in a minute. And this is actually gonna kind of hold it in place now. Okay, you see that? Because now what's gonna happen when I push down, look at that. You're just hearing the actual bubble wrap part there. You're not hearing the plastic part, okay? So it does a much better job at the shock absorption by having that additional layer there. And you could choose, if you want to, for the other side, you could put this type of fill in, but if you're dealing with wider spaces like that, I would suggest using something like these air pillows. I actually get a lot of these air pillows for free. You could get them out of Amazon boxes, for example, or if you work full-time somewhere, look around for boxes that come into your area, and you'll see that there's a bunch of these things in there. Ask people to put them aside for you. Now, I do buy them also in big bags, and I get them on Amazon, and they're really helpful. So they're called air pillows if you haven't used them before. And there you can see now, look at this. This thing is totally protected. And then what I would do is I would put another layer either of bubble wrap right up top there, and you could even lay some additional air pillows. Now I have links to all of these types of products down below in the description section if you want to check them out if you haven't used them before. But then you're just going to fold your flaps over like this, and you are going to ship that out, and the chances that that is going to break is very, very, very low. I mean, literally, don't want to say zero, because you never know. Someone could always take a package and just slam it all over the place, and then you've got a problem on your hands. But in most situations, protecting it like this, you're going to be okay. But I'd say you have a more than 50% chance of your item breaking if you don't give it that proper margin protection that I was just showing. Now, this is a plastic item. I would do the same type of solution if this was wood. But remember, if you're dealing with something that's highly breakable, like a glass or ceramic type of piece, in that situation, you want to do like Craigslist Hunter said on the interview that I just had with him last week. You want to make sure that you are double boxing it. So one box within another. And still, within that original box, you still need to make sure that it's adequately protected and it has proper margins. A situation like this, especially for a relatively inexpensive item, you don't need to go through the step of doing the double boxing. But for other items, particular pricier types of items, more fragile types of items, you want to take it through that other step. So if you like the video, give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. If you have a comment, question, or even if you just want to say peekaboo, make sure you leave that down below in the comment section. I love to hear from all of you. Make sure you come to the Facebook group, the Facebook Reselling Resource Center, and follow me on Instagram. That's @prime_time_treasure. I'll see you back in the next video, everyone. Take care.